Tonight, the secret is out. The GOP mistakenly emailed their plan, and we have a copy of it. Our political editor, Dennis Welch, is here tonight, taking us inside the strategy. Dennis, looking at this, reading through it, it appears quite confusing. Is that by design?
Yeah, and simply put, the Republican plan right now seems to be to undermine a citizens' initiative that enshrines access to abortion in the state constitution. That initiative has already been signed by more than 500,000 Arizona voters, and the GOP now considering ways to intentionally weaken support at the ballot box for the Arizona Abortion Access Act.
According to this leaked memo titled Legislative Strategies for Regulating Abortion, Republicans have a two-phase plan to defeat the Citizens Abortion Access Initiative in November. Phase 1, Republicans would refer a separate measure to the ballot that constitutionally protects abortion restrictions that are already on the books. Unlike the proposed Arizona Abortion Access Act, the GOP proposal does not create a right to abortion. In addition, it would give the legislature the authority to make future changes, which could include stricter abortion regulations. Phase 2, titled Send Voters Two Other Options That Conflict with the Abortion Access Act initiative. Those options include a measure that bans abortions after 15 weeks and the Heartbeat Protection Act that outlaws the medical procedure after a heartbeat is detected in the unborn child. According to the memo, Republicans benefit from the two added measures because it would split and dilute support for the Abortion Access Act. As for what's not in the memo, any attempt to repeal the Civil War-era law that, when it goes into effect, will ban nearly all abortions.
And lawmakers, remember, do return to the Capitol this Wednesday when they could try to repeal that 1864 Abortion Act. It's unknown if they will, and if they do try, if they'll be successful. Guys.
Dennis, is it possible then that voters could have as many as 3 different abortion-related ballot initiatives to look at on the ballot? And then also, if that's true, what happens if they each get a majority?
Yeah, it looks like the way you're reading, you've got different phases there that you could have multiple measures referred to the ballot. Now, remember, legislature, they don't have to collect ballots like the Citizens Initiative already
does. They don't have to connect signatures.
They don't have to get signatures. Yeah. They can just refer something to the ballot. And I think in the ballot order, they would be before the Citizens Initiative Act. So voters potentially would see that before they got down to the bottom of the ballot. And that's part of the strategy there. As far as what happens if all of them pass or all of them fail or there's a mixture, that's an interesting question. According to the memo, they think that the ballot initiative that gets more votes would prevail. But I did call the Attorney General's office. They were unsure, and they're reviewing what would happen in such a case like that.
Yeah, and a lot of common sense moderates are saying, like, just repeal this old law and go back to 15 weeks. It seemed like everybody was in agreement on that, but that's not even on their agenda.
Again, they could do that on Wednesday when they return. We're still waiting to see what happens. I would expect that someone's going to try to make that effort to get that to the ballot, whether it's a Democrat or another Republican like we saw last week. I would attempt that will be tried. The question is whether Republicans, again, will block that effort to do so. Obviously, a lot of attention, and we'll be waiting and we'll be reporting on that Wednesday from the floor of the House.
Yeah, they adjourned last week, so they will have had a full week to think about it by the time they return Wednesday. So we'll see what comes of it. Dennis, thanks.